Aries. It's Haley with Tarot from Beyond, here to provide you with your December 1st through 7th reading. Just want you to know what the energy is going to be like for the first week of December. Spirit prompted me to do that part for you. And for those of you who do not feel this energy that Spirit is putting on the table, I strongly recommend that you do get a private reading so that you can get this energy, because I've done readings so far for the first week of December, and for those who have been doing that spiritual work on themselves, I'm telling you, they are walking into some very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful love relationships. So for those of you who do not feel as though you are in that space, for those of you who feel as though you are confused, for those of you who feel like you need clarity, for those of you who feel like you need to be going in that direction, I recommend that you book a private reading. Okay, that's a recommendation. It's up to you as to what you choose to do, my lovely Aries. Please note, I'm an Aries sun myself, okay, baby? So I know how we are. I know how we think. And I'll tell you one thing about us Aries. We don't play. We ain't got time for games. That's for sure. And we ain't got time for no kind of disrespectful behavior either. So with that being said, Aries, let's see what Spirit has to say for the first week of December for you babies. Okay, Aries. Looks like our minds are on give and take. Okay, we are no longer dealing with any more unrequited friendships, love ships, any ships. Yeah, I don't give a damn. We're not getting on any ship with anybody who does not understand the concept of give and take. Okay? If you don't know how to give and take, if you don't know how to give me what I give you, later for you. Okay? That's just the energy I got. Because we know that leads to heartache, okay? And once you go ahead and get to playing with our heart, you know what gets to happening? A whole lot of shit talking, okay? And shit talking can lead to a whole lot of other progressive energy. You understand what I'm saying? And we ain't in the mood for that, okay? We're now at a place where we would like for things to be peaceful and balanced. There's a time and a place for aggression, and there's not very many times or places for it. And I feel like a lot of us Aries, with this new turn of events, with this 11-11-11 portal that opened for us, we're like, dude, people do not understand that Aries are very much more lovers than fighters. That's one of the reasons why we do fight, and why we will talk shit, and why we will go there, is because if you disrespect us, if you go ahead and try to play us, if you go ahead and try to take from me like I'm some type of investment rather than a human being with feelings and like a person, you get to play in that kind of game, we will shake your ass. Straight up. And I feel like a lot of you Aries are like in that mode, especially with this recent Venus retrograde in Scorpio. Aries ain't having that shit no more. I'm not playing this. You go ahead and take, and I'm over here giving, because I know how to go ahead and work all the jobs of 30 people, and you sit back and rub your feet together and watch me do it. That shit is heartbreaking, because you know what? You sitting here watching me do all this damn work. Yeah, I can do it, but I shouldn't be doing it. A lot of you Aries are just saying, you know what? I'm happy to be rid of whomever the hell it was that I was with, that, you know what I'm saying, was sitting back, kicking up their feet, lying through their damn teeth about their character. And you Aries know that you're going to get the justice that you deserve, because you know that you gave the shirt off your back to whomever it was that this reading pertains to. Whoever is on your mind right now, oh, you're going to get, the scales will be balanced. And if you want to talk about a giver, then talk about an Aries. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm an Aries, And of course, in every zodiac, you always have the good and the bad in each zodiac. But when you run across a virtuous Aries, I'm going to tell you right now, that virtuous Aries will give you the shirt off they fucking back and use a pair of their own socks to cover their breast to make sure you have a shirt. And if you were that Aries that went and sat and gave and gave and gave to somebody who gave you heartbreak in exchange rather than happiness and lied to you instead, trust me, the scales will be balanced. That's the universal way of things. And if you look at the Roman numeral at the top is 11, and we are in the 11th month. So I'm letting you know the scales are going to be balanced this month. Now let's see how that ties into the first week of December. The Empress has popped up in every single December 1st through 7th reading that I've done. Because everybody who is resonating with these readings that I've been doing is on my same vibration. And I'm a Gemini rising. So therefore, I watched a reading that was so damn on point that I couldn't even freaking believe it. The very first card was the Empress. The card that clarified that was the Magician. Right now, we know how to manifest what we want to manifest, and then we damn sure don't want to manifest any disloyal people in our lives. So I feel like a lot of us Aries, even though we are very charismatic, can make friends very easily. I feel like we're closing our circles very much so. Very much so. We are not up for that, yeah, let's be friends shit anymore, because a lot of times people just don't know how to be friends. So what we're doing now is this. Let me give you an example. See how this candle is? It's not being lit. It's not lit very well. We're doing this. We're saying, okay, if it's not working, if it's not lit very well, it's lit, right? But we know how to go ahead and pour out that extra excess so that the flame can burn brighter. That's what we're doing. We're getting rid of all that extra. We don't need all that extra anymore, okay? Because all that extra is stopping things from working the way that it ought to work. So Aries, right now, looks like you guys are in manifestation mode as well. The Empress is a very beautiful individual inside and out. And what I am naming these readings is basically what the romance angel card gives you at the end of this reading. Okay? The Empress is somebody, I feel like a lot of you are manifesting abundance, so much so to the point where not only do you have plenty for yourself, and I do mean plenty, I'm talking about abundance. We not so much tripping off of people and their inconsistencies anymore. We've already spent enough time in that arena, and we've already spent enough time giving the shirt off of our backs to other people to where we actually are now learning how to go ahead and say, you know what, let me go ahead and replenish and give to myself for a little while. Let me go ahead and give to myself, because if I actually sat and gave to myself for a minute, I bet you any damn thing, all the help that I gave everybody else, and why they over here driving around, and why they over here got all this stuff, and over here and they doing good and they doing halfway decent because of my help, I bet you anything, if I put that energy into myself, oh yeah, I wouldn't have no problems. I wouldn't be short of anything. So a lot of you Aries right now are manifesting abundance for yourself, so much so to where not only you can go ahead and take care of yourself financially and give birth to positive and abundant things in your life, but to the point where you can also give to other people who need it as well. Don't forget, we lead the zodiac, all right? What did I tell you about that Magician card? You just sat and watched me shuffle. What did I tell you? You are manifesting on freaking steroids, Aries, honey. Baby, let me tell you what manifestation is. Look, if you look at this 3, with the Empress, and you look at the Magician and the One, if you subtract 3 minus 1, it equals 2. It takes 2 people to make a baby, right? 2 is the number of manifestation. Aries, you guys are manifesting like hell. Oh my God. Be careful with your manifestations, okay? Because everything that you manifest, it's going to come to fruition. A lot of you are manifesting healing, of being involved with somebody that certainly did not make you happy. They didn't make you happy from the beginning of time. You ended a karmic cycle with this individual. You learned the lesson, and the lesson was to love yourself first. You walked away from people, places, and things that no longer served you, and you were more than happy to do it. It hurt for about 5 minutes, but I'll tell you another thing about Aries. They hella resilient. And we are totally fine with being independent, baby. Totally fine with being independent. Love is nice. Love is sweet. Love is great. However, if God wants us to have it, then we'll take it for sure. If it's real love. But if it's not real love, we'll dump that shit straight in the garbage. And we will not chase the trash man when he takes that damn trash away. The nine of Pentacles represents independence. So I feel like a lot of you are manifesting independence, focusing on your self-mastery so that you can go ahead and get to that next level, which is the 10 of Pentacles. Because you want the best of the best. You know that you deserve it. And you know that that's what you're going to work on now. You're no longer going to work on any more disloyal people that want to go ahead and make you believe that happiness is lies and heartache. You know what I'm saying? And no. We're not playing that no more. That's not what Aries is doing anymore. We're not letting people sabotage us anymore. You know what I mean? We know what the hell we can accomplish. And we damn sure not going to put our best foot forward with somebody who we know is heartbreak material. We have a brand new exciting beginning to look forward to. This represents a brand new exciting beginning in work, as a matter of fact. And that's what Aries likes to do. We like to prove to ourselves what we're made out of. We push ourselves to the max, even when we should go lay down and take our ass a damn nap. We don't even know how to do that sometimes because we are so engulfed in what we do best. If we want to be the best at cleaning, honey, we'll be the best at that. If we want to be the best at mothering, we'll be the best at that. If we want to be the best at painting, we'll be the best at that. Whatever the hell we put our minds to, that's damn sure what we gonna do. Whatever makes us happy, looks like we got a brand new beginning in that, baby. We're also working on this in this very moment. I don't feel like we're at that December 1st through 7th area yet. I feel like this is where we are now. We're mastering our emotions because the yellow represents the solar plexus chakra, okay? The solar plexus chakra represents our feelings. You understand? And our feelings and our actions go hand in hand. So when somebody lies to us and we confront them about it, you know what I'm saying? It's unpredictable how that other person responds, right? And then Aries doesn't take too much shit either. So therefore, that's a bad combo, isn't it? So right now we're mastering our emotions when we run into people who are just straight liars and who are very comfortable in their lying ways. And if you look at that cat in front of, the Queen of Wands, you know how cats act. You know what I'm saying? They love to run out the front door thinking that the grass is greener on the other side, but before you know it, they'll be scratching your damn door down, whining and meowing, looking for a warm place to sleep. They'll jump on your bed and stretch out like they paid for it. And Aries ain't having that shit, especially with liars. And that fell right on top of the liar card, which is the moon. Because when the moon is out, what can you see, baby? What can you see? You can only see what the moon allows you to see, which ain't much, right? tell you pull out your flashlight. And who has time for that? We would just rather wait until, you know what I'm saying, the sun comes out so we can see everything the way it is. We'll wait. We'll wait. We know what's in the dark will come out into the light, don't we? Don't we, Aries? Yeah, we know that. We know what a short harvest is versus what a very large harvest is. And everything that we do should generate a large harvest because we put in a lot of work toward what we deem important. However, when we find ourselves continuously looking at a short harvest, when we put in a lot of work, what ends up happening? Yeah, we end up saying, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not taking this short harvest anymore with you. I'm not going to play the short harvest game with you anymore. If you want a short harvest, you can have one all day and night, but I don't want one. So it looks like you and I are not a good match. And I don't mind that because I'm tired of you and I'm tired of what the hell you bringing to the table. And what you're bringing to the table is a short harvest. Okay? And the reason why you bring in a short harvest to me is because of these three swords right here, which represents third party situations. Yes, I said it. A lot of you realize that a lot of people were having third party situations with this Venus retrograde in Scorpio. And right away, when you heard about that, somebody over there trying to play you like that, Aries, you were like, oh, I know what to do. And I know what message of work I need to do. And it's called, yeah, third party situation confirmed again, right? Here we go with third party situations. Look, here's 3 cups right here. When it comes to love, baby, there should be only 2 cups, not 3. If you also look at these 3 swords here, even though this is the 4 of wands, you have to keep in mind this person only had swords. I mean, if you look at this sword right here, this sword is there for when this person is asleep so that this person can go ahead and grab their sword when necessary, even if they're sleeping, honey. But see, these 3 swords right here are telling a story as well as these 3 cups right here. Third party situations all day and night. And I'm telling you right now, and Aries will put up with a lot of shit, but that ain't one of them. Yeah, did I say Aries? Here's the Aries card. The Aries is the emperor. Okay, the freaking emperor, male or female. The emperor is a very wise individual, okay, who knows exactly what can happen when you get to playing around with somebody else's spouse or somebody else's man or somebody else's woman. All you asking for is trouble. Trust me, that's all you asking for. And that's why you likely walked away from the person who you were with. And now, here comes this marriage card. Now, who is this from? Let's find out. Exactly who it ought to come from. The King of Cups. The person who really does know what love is. That is exactly what I'm telling you. These readings are starting to look absolutely identical. I'm telling you, it's my vibration that is being incorporated into these readings. For all of you who have been doing your spiritual work, you are getting ready to marry the King of Cups. What king do you know is broke? What king do you know doesn't know how to put work in? The King of Cups? Cups represent love. Love in tarot, why do you think cups represent love? Because water goes into those cups. You can't grow crops without water. Pentacles don't grow crops. Water grows crops. And trust me, this person will be marriage material. A lot of people call the King of Pentacles marriage material. But I have a feeling that this new beginning, okay, is somebody's going to try to start a new beginning with you, acting like they're marriage material, Aries. So keep an eye out for that, okay? Because I have a feeling you're going to be a hot commodity. throughout this month of November, if you haven't already been getting those DMs and those text messages from people like, how'd you get my number? Why you just popping up at my house like that? Like, I didn't even think you knew my YouTube page. I don't tell my, personal friends about my YouTube page or none of that type of stuff. How'd you know I was single? Where'd you pop up from? Like, I feel like a lot of you Aries are doing that. Like, why are you all of a sudden, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, trying to, throw out the bait. Baby, no thank you. I don't like little pieces of shrimp. I like lobster. I don't take knockoff marriage material. I'm looking for true happiness. And what's been illuminated with you fake marriage material individual has been illuminated. It's been a little bit too much illuminated for me. As a matter of fact, it's been so illuminated to the point where you are so done. And that fell on top of the Queen of Wands, the Queen of let me not go ahead and exacerbate this situation by giving a damn about it, because where your energy goes, that's where it flows. And I'm telling you, if you want a real good piece of advice, Aries, don't put your energy into the person that you left at all. Don't even think about them. The moment you find yourself doing that, go turn on your favorite damn show and change your mind. Change your mind. And because you probably have been doing that, the person that you walked away from, who thought you would never go and never walk away from them, they looking at you mad pissed. They coming out with the King of Wands. And I'm telling you, I don't do reversals, but if I did, this Mickey Ficky would come in reverse. This person is pissed off at your newfound happiness. And they think you don't know it. They over there feeling left out in the cold because they know that they did something that actually merited that. And now they think you about to go save them. No. Let one of them lovely ladies that you are over there having so much fun with do that for you. Okay? Because I'm not. You're looking out into the world and you're like, yeah, see this wand behind me? I don't know what's supporting it. It looks like it's standing up against a brick wall. And it doesn't look like that wall is too high. It looks like that wand is going to fall any moment now. But I got my hand on this one because this is the one that I'm going to put all my energy into. And I've got the world in my hands. And I'm looking out into the world now. And I'm like, let me see what I want. And that came in the same column as the King of Cups. Okay? Because you know that what you want is you want somebody that's going to match your nurturing nature. And the Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing person. She's a very nurturing woman. She's grateful for what she has. Underneath that red that she's wearing represents white. That represents purity. She has a pure heart. She really does. And that green flowing from her head all the way down to the bottom of her feet represents the heart chakra. The yellow around her and that yellow that she has in her hand, that pentacle in her hand, represents what she has feelings for. And she's very attentive to what she has feelings for. So therefore, for those of you cross-watching, if you have an Aries in your life and the Aries is not contacting you or not trying to get at you or trying to get your attention, it's because she's not being attentive toward you. She doesn't want you. That's what she's telling you. She's tired of you. That fell on top of the I'm tired of you card. And it looks like this is a news of information that I feel like a lot of you have given to the person who went ahead and thought that third-party situations were like the shit. And then realized like they weren't, because it pretty much got them not on the boat that you got your ass on when you went ahead and said, I'm out. I'm leaving. Thank you. We're done. And that came into the same column of Mr. I'm pissed off that I tried to cheat on you and you didn't have you didn't play that shit. Yeah, no, I didn't play that shit. So, in closing you out, Aries, it looks like you went ahead and started your new beginning. You're at ground zero, and your ground zero's looking mad beautiful, baby. Mad beautiful, because it came into the same column of your 1111, your new beginning. And it looks like it also comes with a soulmate connection with this King of Cups. And it also looks like with this knockoff marriage material individual, it looks like that's dead. And it also looks like, what's being balanced out is, whatever needs to be balanced out so that you can express yourself in a more, happy manner, happy form, given what this Venus retrograde introduced into your life. Because what it did was it really did pull the rug underneath everybody's legs. It really did. All the cheaters who thought that they would never be found out got found out. And then all of the people who were being cheated on realized that they were being cheated on and were like, yeah, no, I don't think so. It pulled the rug from everybody's legs, the cheaters and the people being cheated on. You know what I'm saying? So here's another three, which also confirms this third party situation shit that's been floating around forever, right? But the 11 portal's been open for new love, for love that is like worthy. And if I'm not mistaken, the Justice card popped up in this same column with regards to any legal actions that are being taken toward any divorces or any whatever cases. So it looks like justice came into the Aries reading with regards to any legal situations. Because Aries, damn sure, if there's anything that Aries knows how to do, it's damn sure give. Okay? And that's when you sometimes can get the wrath of an Aries, when you go ahead and mistake our kindness for weakness. So the reason why we were in the relationship with the person that we were in was to learn a lesson, and it was the lesson of forgiving and learning. Okay? Us Aries, sometimes we do have a hard time forgiving. You know what I'm saying? When somebody does something deliberately disrespectful, deliberately disgusting, deliberately just out of pocket, you know what I mean? Right away, it's like, forgive you, or forgive you for what? Like, what do forgive you? Um, Help me understand that. But no, really, you do have to forgive, because your heart will be weighted against the weight of a feather when you go ahead and take your last breath in this incarnation. Okay? So Aries, we have to learn how to forgive, okay? The person who went ahead and thought that, cheating and jumping in between, coochie here, coochie there, coochie everywhere, and weenie here, weenie there, weenie everywhere, whoever and whatever I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? You have to forgive them, because you have to understand this person was only operating at the level at which their mama taught them to operate at. You know what I'm saying? So therefore you have to forgive this person, because this person didn't really have, the best of the best when it came to, who taught them what's right. You know what I'm saying? It says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So it looks like right now, Aries, yes, you are going to find somebody new. You are going to find somebody new come the first week of December, definitely. And it looks like wedding bells are on the horizon, but I feel like for a lot of you Aries are going to stop being so giving to other people for a little while, and you're going to get used to giving to yourself for once. You know what I'm saying? Giving to yourself for once, instead of always trying to make sure that you are the one that's there for everybody else, and making sure that, you know what I mean, you're always having to worry about keeping your side of the street clean and all that. The less people you have in your vicinity, the less people you have to worry about all that. You know what I mean? You forgive and you learn from this particular experience. That's exactly The whole point of why you got into this relationship, to teach you how to forgive, because you were having a hard time with that. We all have a hard time with that as Aries. We have a hard time forgiving people who continuously mistake our kindness for weakness. We are completely sick of that shit. Seriously. Because it seems like this type of shit happens to Aries all the damn time. We are some very loving, whatever I have, you have, baby type people. And then, you get a hold of a vulture. You understand what I'm saying? A vulture will look at that and be like, perfect. Perfect. I won't look at you as a lover. I'll look at you as an investment. And we hate being looked at as investments. We're not investments. Investments are things. We are people. And so, therefore, I have a feeling that a lot of us Aries, come the first week of December, are going to say, you know what? I'm good on relationships right now. I'm good on that. It's not because I can't get into a relationship. I could walk out my front door and trip over some, But, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm going to go ahead and give me some love for once. That's where I feel like the energy is taking us, Aries, for the first week of December. And if you think about it, that's not a bad place to be, baby. It's time to learn how to really love ourselves and show it to ourselves. So with that being said, babies, for those of you who feel like you need a personal reading, that information is in the description box, and I will talk to you soon as I do daily readings as well. Namaste.